Hello, welcome to the show. Today I'm talking about labels. What labels are you applying to yourself? So just take a few seconds and think about that. Think about all the things that you name, that you call, that you label yourself. And how much of that is around I'm not enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not tall enough. I'm not thin enough. I'm not masculine enough. I'm not young enough. I'm not old enough. I'm not fit enough. Or I don't have the right house. I don't have the right car. I don't live in the right neighborhood. I'm questioning my partner. All of those things that you're thinking about, what if you just dropped all of those and just thought about who you really are in the moment with no labels? Nothing at all. You just are. So what that looks like for me is I just am. I'm not attached. I'm not thinking about. I'm not labeling myself as a man, a coach, an IT guy, a husband, a father, a corporate lawyer, a bus driver, a Uber driver, a nice guy, a nice person, a friendly, loving person. Nothing. I'm just sitting here thinking about the fact that I'm alive. No labels whatsoever. So when you get to that point and you think about all the things that you label yourself for, and then all of the things that you think about that go with that and how that makes you feel, doesn't it make a lot more sense to just not add the labels? Now, if you have labels that you like, that you love, that you enjoy, that make you feel good about who you are, then that's great. That's fine. You can use those. But most of the time, the labels that we add are things that we think about as negative. I don't have enough. I'm not good enough. In some way, some shape, some form, I don't make enough money. I don't look a certain way. Maybe it could be emotional. I'm always depressed. I'm not a happy person. I don't smile enough. I don't make people happy. Whatever it is, just whatever those things are that you think about that are negative, we're just going to drop them all right now and just sit for like 5 seconds and say, I am me. That's it. So while you're you, when you bring up one of those labels that you've assigned to yourself over the years, and you think, I'm not whatever it is, what if that was okay? I'm not tall enough. What if it's okay that I wasn't tall? I'm not thin enough. What if it was okay to be exactly the size and the shape that you are? I don't make enough money. Can you accept yourself right now in this moment for the amount of money that you make? Whether you make $10,000 a year or whether you make $150,000 a year or $500,000 a year, can you be okay with that right now? Can you be okay with your partner right now? It's just you. You're alone. You don't have to label anything. You don't have to think negatively about anything. But if there's a negative label of maybe I'm not a good communicator, what if that was okay right now? Right now, you're saying to yourself, I'm not a good communicator, but that's okay. And then what's the next step? You learn how to communicate better. You start taking steps to communicate better. So the first thing is look at all the labels, right? The next thing is accept all the labels. And then the third step is what can I do to change the labels that I've assigned myself? If I want to change, maybe you don't want to change. And the negative energy of applying that label is just causing you more negative energy in other areas of your life. You don't like your job. I'm not a good worker. What if you just thought of yourself as a worker? Everybody in the building, everybody in the company, everybody in the corporation is a worker, and you are a worker. Accept that you are just a worker. And if you think that you are a little behind, or you want to do more, or you want to add something or contribute, then what steps can you take to change that for yourself? So accept right now that you're just a worker. What about your relationships? If you're in a relationship, romantic relationship, if you're married, if you have children, what if everything was perfect as it is right now? My marriage is okay. My relationship is okay. So take away the label of I'm not enough. I'm not man enough. I'm not providing enough. I'm not supportive enough. Just be in the relationship exactly as you are. And just sit with that for a second. 5 seconds, right? My relationship and me, I am perfect as I am right now in this moment. And if there's a negative label that you've assigned that you feels true and valid, then you can think about what you want to do to change it. I'm not supportive. Okay. What steps can I take to be more supportive? And of course, the best thing to do is ask your partner, ask your spouse, what can I do? What can I do to be more supportive? Hey, I was thinking, I really want to be more supportive of you in everything. So pick something that you feel that I could really be more supportive in or with, and let them tell you. That way you're not running around trying to figure it out, because, we tend to get in our heads and we want to figure it out. We want all the answers. Lots of times that doesn't work. So you need to figure out what the person wants, what they need, and then when you deliver that, they're very happy. They're very excited. They're getting what they want and you're giving them. They're getting what they want and you're giving them what they want, versus, let me try and figure it out. Maybe they want, maybe they need. I'll try this, I'll try that. That's not the way, right? The best way in a relationship, of course, is honest, open, authentic communication. And if you bring it up a level, right, instead of having it down here and thinking, oh man, I'm not supportive enough, bring it up. Bring it up. Pull some of the bass out of your voice and just say at a higher level, I was thinking, I don't feel like I'm supportive enough with you. What can I do to support you more? And that's a lot better being heard than, is there anything I can do to support you more? Odds are, it depends on the person you're in a relationship with, but odds are they could say nothing. No, I'm good. Whereas if you ask, how can I support you? What things can I do to support you? Then it kind of gets their mind working, like, oh, wow, well, last week or last month or the other day, I really needed and I didn't get. And then they can answer. And that's the first step. You start communicating better, and then you get over the fear of honest, open, authentic talking, and then you start to do it more. They start to listen more. They start to hear you more. They start to respond more. And before you know it, the relationship's going a lot better. But it starts with you getting out of all the negative energy, getting out of all the fears, taking small steps, and asking what your partner wants, what your partner needs, but also knowing how you can deliver, knowing why you want to deliver. I want to be supportive because. So answer that for yourself. That way you know what you're doing, you know why you're doing it, and you kind of have a sense of purpose. So What are you going to do about the negative labels that you've assigned to yourself? Like, how can you drop them? How can you accept them? How can you change them? How can you look at them differently? Explore how they feel in your body. Explore how they make you feel emotionally. Do they make you feel happy? My thought is they probably don't. Do they make you feel sad? Do they make you angry? If they make you feel angry or sad or some type of negative emotion, odds are you're just thinking about them and they're totally not true. And your partner is not thinking that they're true. Your spouse is not thinking they're true. Your children are not thinking that they're true. So it's all you. It's all in your head. It's all in your mind. So start talking about it. Ask your kids, hey, the other day I said or I did, was that okay? Did I need to do something else? What else can I do? How can I make you feel more connected? How can I be more connected? How can I support you? And let them answer. Don't try to figure it out for them. Let them be the one that tells you what they want and what they need. And then you be in a position where you're ready. You're ready to deliver. Now I'm fired up. I know what they want, I know what they need, and I'm ready to give it to them. That's a good relationship. And you can do that at any age. You don't have to be 55 or 60. You can be 25 or 30. It all starts now. Comment below if you're getting stuck. I'll help you out.